Hi and welcome back. Welcome back to day 4 of Yoga Fundamentals. I know what it's like if you've never been to an ashram before, or if it's the first time you're going into a gym where you're going to join a class. It can be really intimidating. So if you know some of the basics of yoga, this can really help, because often an instructor will give you advance notice of the moves that they're doing next, or you'll start to recognize where we're going, and it just gives you a lot more comfort to know what the sequence is going to be. So that's why we're doing this, so that you'll know what I'm going to be doing for tomorrow when we do the full sequence. We're going to start today with a seated spinal twist, or a twisted easy pose. So what that means, and there's a lot of different ways of doing this. You can have your leg outstretched long, if you like, and then we're going to bring the foot over beside that knee. So left leg long, right foot comes beside the left knee, spine stays nice and tall, and then your left arm is going to come to the outside of your right leg. And that's the other thing about this. A lot of times we feel like we're in a twisted pretzel kind of thing. So if you don't know where you're going, it can be really confusing, and you might need to keep up or try to catch up. So we're going to put that arm on the outside of our leg. This hand is going to swim around to the back, and I'm going to turn sideways so that you can see that. So left leg is long, right foot is beside the left knee, left arm comes outside the right knee, and right arm comes all the way to the seat, and that's going to help us to sit up a little bit taller. The thing about this is, when we inhale and twist, we don't want to use this arm to give us any kind of leverage for twisting. All of the twist is going to come from your body. So we're going to inhale, and we're going to twist on the exhale. Inhale, sitting up tall. When we inhale, things move up. Exhale, twist. Last time, inhale, exhale and twist. Now the key here is, if I move my arm, my body should stay in the same position. Okay, I think we'll do that on the other side, and then I'll show you a couple of variations. So now, left foot is coming beside the right knee. I'm going to hug the arm so that I can put my hand just beside my bottom. Right arm comes outside the left knee. We sit up nice and tall. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. And then very often you would hold at the back. So there's different ways of doing this. If that is too intense for you, obviously you're not going to twist as much, but you can also do it with a little bit more intensity, and that would be if you cross your foot. So instead of having one leg long, I'm going to take my right leg and I'm going to bring it into my bottom, and then I'm going to cross this foot over that knee. Okay, so the key here is to make sure that both of your sits bones are still on the ground. And normally an instructor will cue you as to which of these you're doing. I'm flexing my foot for protection. This foot stays on the ground. And for this, when I do it this way, I like to hug my knee in the crook of my elbow. So this hand is going to have the same placement just beside the bottom. And then we'll inhale. This is a different stretch. I can feel this in the back of this leg and into my glute area. So we're going to inhale, exhale and twist. Inhale, exhale and twist. Again, if I move my arm, my body doesn't move. And from this position, what can be really nice is to do a reverse of it. So we'll come this way now and give a little stretch like that. Okay, so because we did it on one side, we might as well do it on the other. Bring the left foot in. Right leg to the side, crossed over. Now as you can see, my sits bones want to come up, so I'm going to push those back down. We're going to hug the knee with the elbow. And we'll put the hand near the bottom and sit up tall. Twist, sit up tall, twist, And last time. So that is a seated spinal twist or a twisted easy pose. And the next one we're gonna do is called butterfly. So we just stretch those hips out and we're gonna loosen them a little bit. Butterfly can be done with your feet kind of out in front of you like this, or you can pull them in nice and tight. This is gonna be, again, as I say, as always, whatever feels most comfortable in your body. The way I do this is I clasp the end of my feet and then let those legs just fall out to the sides. And because this is a butterfly, what you might be invited to do is flap your wings. Do you see it? Is it a butterfly? After I give some movement, what I like to do is see if my legs can fall out just a little bit more. Fall out to the sides, that is. And what you might want to do if you are feeling like this is too much for you and you need to hold your legs up a little bit more, you don't want to strain the inside of your leg, the whole idea is to get a stretch. You can put some towels rolled up under here, or if you have blocks, you could put them here too. We like to keep the spine nice and straight, the chin is tucked, head is facing up, and we'll just flap those wings one more time. Remembering to breathe as always. All right, so the last one we're gonna do for today is called a cow face pose or Gomukhsan. So if an instructor says we're gonna be going into Gomukhsan, you're going to know what that is. We're gonna take the right foot and bring it close to the bottom, just like we did before. And now instead of this foot coming across to the knee, we're gonna bring it all the way across and try to stack the knees together. Okay, just as much as you can. And you're going to want to keep your feet flexed to protect everything. Again, sits bones both on the floor, spine is nice and tall, chin is tucked, and the leg that is on top, that'll be your cue. We're gonna take that same arm, send it up into the sky, and then send it down the back. And then the other arm will swim around. There's a lot going on in this pose, and try to meet the fingertips of the other hand. If I was turned around, you could see that my fingertips don't match. So what I will often do is use a strap to pull them together. And I still can't pull them all the way. So whatever works for you, some people have more flexibility here. I am not one of those people. And then we'll sit up tall, chin tucked, and breathe. There's a lot going on in this posture. It can be very intense for people. So if you need to come out, feel free. We'll unhinge from that. And we're just going to do it on the other side. So left foot is going to tuck under, right foot's going over top, trying to stack the knees, both sits bones are on the ground, feet are flexed, my right leg is on top, so that right arm goes up into the air, come on back down, and then that left arm tries to meet it. Sitting up tall. What you want to do in this pose and in any other pose when you're in it, you're probably going to feel some areas where you're gripping. Like I can feel myself right now just gripping, you know, to keep that sits bone on the floor. And if you really just concentrate, send your breath there and try to release it. Okay, so we're going to come out of that. I'm going to show you one more way to go into Gomukhsan, and it is my most fun, or my most favorite because I think it's fun. Not everybody feels that way. So we would be coming out of a pyramid pose, which we will talk about another day. So you've got one foot in front of the other. So this is my right foot. It's about 2 feet in front of my left, 3 feet, and they're offset, so staggered but parallel. And what we would do here is fold forward, part of our pyramid, hands down to the ground. You don't have to follow me on this one, it's just another demonstration. We would come up on the toes And then start twisting. For me, it is towards the camera. For you, it would be towards the video. And as you do that, your legs twist along with you, and you see I'm in Gomukhasana now. Let's try that one more time. So I'm gonna twist out the way I came. We'll talk about pyramid pose more later on. So I'm folding forward, my hands are on the ground, I'm coming up on my toes, and then just turning my body towards you and you towards me. And then we sit our bottoms down. And voila, we are in Gomukhasana. Okay, I'm gonna just do it one more time on the other side. Feet together. So now I've got my left foot forward, my right foot back. We're gonna do a forward bend, hands down on the mat. And now up on the toes, turn towards me, I'll turn towards you. And voila, like magic. Have to do some adjustments, so not that magic. We're in Gomukhasana. Okay, I hope you enjoyed these demonstrations for today. Tomorrow we have the full sequence. I really hope you enjoy that, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay.